Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another edition of What's in the Box. Today we're looking at the board game Claustrophobia. Pretty cool looking set here, made by Marabunta. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Really cool looking box art here. We'll just go ahead and flip this over here so we can see what's on the back side here. Got some nice looking miniatures that are supposed to be included in this, and it's a fairly interesting looking board game here. It's essentially kind of like most of these board games. You end up basically going through some catacombs and exploring around, and there's some really nasty guys down there that you run into that you're trying to fight off. So pretty cool looking. This came out in, let's see here, I don't see a date anywhere. 2013, I think. So it looks pretty cool anyways. We're just gonna go ahead and open this thing up and take a look and see what's included in this box. There are actually 2 expansion packs for this game already. And actually that is kind of why I got into this particular set, is I ended up with one of the expansion packs first, and it intrigued me enough to want to go and check out this entire set here, so that's kind of where we are with it. The set I got here actually came damaged. There's a little corner here that's got a little tear in it, but I don't think it's affected anything inside the game, but I got it a little cheaper because of that, so shouldn't really matter too much to me, but you know, be on the lookout for stuff like that. It's sometimes you can save a little bit of money on them because of that. Sometimes it's not worth it. So, and this set actually comes out very easily, so that's kind of cool. I do like that. So what we have here, we've got a very cool looking rule book. Let's see what we can do here. I'll do it this way. We got some character sheets, board thing. Really nice looking art on this thing. I do like this piece here. Very cool looking. We've got some regular tokens, and they are falling apart. So we will gently flip this over, and we can see the back side of these. Still looks pretty cool. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that one off since it's pretty much out. These are character boards basically for the gameplay itself, character trackers. Cool looking stuff. There's the miniatures. We'll get to those here in a second here. We've got couple of trays here. These are for your characters and your character sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these things. We've got a whole bunch of dungeon tiles. We'll open these up here in a moment and take a look at those individually. We've got another set of dungeon tiles. We've got some dice. These are just regular black dice. 6-sided, so. And there's a D9? 10-sided dice. Pretty cool looking though. We've got some little pegs, spiky things to help with your tracking. That's pretty nice. We have a set of cards here. We'll look at those here in a few minutes when we can zoom in on them. And then we have this cool tray of miniatures, and they're kind of popped loose and kind of going everywhere, but that is cool looking. And then we just have the plastic tray in here and the cardboard. So that's pretty much everything we get in the set here. So that's cool. We will move in. I'm not going to do a close-up look at these dice because they're just regular dice here. These pegs, yeah, we'll probably look at those individually. Not going to look at these trays individually. They're just plastic trays, so no big deal there. And we'll not look at the big board too much closer, but we'll zoom in now and start looking at the miniatures, the cards, and the dungeon tiles. So stick with us. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at the rule book here. Again, I do really like the artwork on this thing. It's a game by Croc. Got some really nice stuff in here, nice artwork. The miniatures are explained as to the characters. You've got the how the actual game itself plays out. More stats. This is a pretty cool looking rule book anyways. They did a good job with the layout here and a nice overhead view for a lot of these things. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Asmodee is the other company that kind of helped put this out. So there's the rule book. We'll jump into the dungeon tiles next. So we have 2 stacks of dungeon tiles here. And I'm just going to take one and open it real quick, and then we'll grab the other one next. So nice shrink wrap here around this stuff anyway, so helps with shipping and keeping things together, but doesn't help us see what they are, does it? Let's go ahead and grab the other set and open it too while we're at it. There we go. Let's just start with this deck. So we're just going to flip through these things. The front has the whatever the actual cave is itself. The back of all these have the very cool looking game art. That is a pretty awesome little symbol there. So we got dungeon tiles, lots of little tentacly things popping out. Pool of water with some little fishy things in it. These actually look really awesome, to be honest with you. So whether you play this game or if you're just looking for some kind of expansion to spice up some of your Dungeons and Dragons games, this is a really cool looking set. So it may be worth picking these things up just for some of these tiles here, because they are pretty awesome looking. I got a little treasure symbol there, so I'm guessing that's for if you find treasure. Yeah, I can tell they put a lot of work into this artwork here. Very detailed. And it is supposed to be like catacombs or a mine or something like that, so you'll probably see a lot of these repeating themselves, but when you throw these in and kind of randomize it and just shuffle them around a bit, you can create some very cool and interesting maps to kind of play around with. So yeah, there's all the dungeon tiles. This is a very cool looking set. You can see they kind of go together to make the corridors and things like that. So that's a really awesome set here. So I figure we'll look at these little peg things next here. These are essentially just your stat markers. So we're just going to pull one of them out. And hopefully we can see that pretty well. But it's kind of like a spike looking thing. Pretty nice looking. A little screw kind of head on it. And anyways, the way this goes is you pick up these character sheets and basically just kind of stick your markers in them to kind of know how you roll stuff. Then you'll throw your dice in here, I'm guessing. So as you progress, you can get some different stats and things like that. So that's a kind of cool looking thing. I do like that. That's a interesting way of looking at it. And again, these things kind of sit in that little plastic sheet, so you don't have to worry about them falling out too much. But that's kind of the way that works. So cool looking. So here are the event cards, card deck, whatever you want to look at it as. Let's open this thing and see what these things got. The artwork on the back looks really cool. There's that little demon guy in there and some fire and stuff, so it looks really nice. We'll flip these things over and take a look and see what we've got here. I'm not going to read these to you. We're just going to thumb through it real quick here. I do like the artwork. The style is pretty good. It's a little cartoony a little bit, but it kind of varies here, so. Some resource cards, some treasure cards, ammunition cards, maps, flask of schnapps. Some item cards here, some weapons, blunderbuss. Critical hits. Somebody got lost here. Suicide attack. Monster cards. So yeah, all in all, pretty nice looking set here. I do dig the artwork on this. Can make for some interesting gameplay, I do believe. So there's the cards. The miniatures themselves come in this really nice looking carrying case, which makes it very easy to kind of store these things within the box itself. I know sometimes you can throw them around and they get kind of banged up and things, but I do like this approach where you've got this little carrier. So we're just going to go ahead and unbox this, or unbag it here. And then we'll zoom in when it's time to look at them individually, but just to kind of show you all that here is what you get. See if we can get this without them dumping out all over the place. And I don't know if they're supposed to be in any big order or not, but looks like they do only fit certain sizes, so a couple of these are a little bit out of order. But there we go. all in all, I think it works pretty well for this set. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of these guys. So, pretty cool looking set. We will zoom in here and take a look at them individually now, but I do like this little carrying case concept anyway, so that's nice. It's mini time! So I just pulled out the different ones here. So we've got a couple of duplicates here. So there's quite a few of these just bad guys. There are 2 of these guys, 2 of these guys in the set, and then 1 of these 2 here. So let's take a look at them and see here. Whoop, get back here. This is our Troglodyte, kind of the just regular minion figure. It looks pretty interesting. On the bottom, it's just got the Asmodee symbol on it, so you don't get character names or anything like that for it, but still kind of cool looking. I really do like the sculpting work on this thing. It definitely has that kind of demonic feeling to these guys. And the paint jobs on this thing is really cool too. They did a good job here, so these are awesome minis. Let's look at this guy. Really awesome level of detail here. This is our hired swordsman. I think in the game itself it kind of shows as you've basically you go into these catacombs and you have a whole bunch of like convicts that you take with you to kind of help figure out whatever it is you're trying to figure out, but then you run into the bad guys. So that's a pretty cool concept. I do like the way these things look too. Then we got the hero guy, the leader man. He kind of got a weird looking face there, but some really awesome looking detail on this thing. Really cool looking hammer there too. And then the big bad guy here. Really cool looking demon man. Looks like he's squishing one of these troglodytes too, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is a really awesome set of miniatures here. Just for some size comparisons, I've got one of our Dungeons & Dragons 5e. This is from the Epic Level Starter Set, so just for size comparisons, they are in pretty much the same scale here, so if you're looking for something to kind of add into your game, these would work really well for that. And then the bad guy stacks up as being a pretty big dude here. So you can have them face off pretty easily and hush. Anyways, so these are still compatible with the D&D products, so if you're looking to supplement things, this is not a bad set to get. So yes, very cool looking miniatures in this game. So there you have it. A quick look at the Claustrophobia board game. All in all, it is a very awesome looking game. I love all the cool dungeon tiles that come with this. The miniatures are spot on. Cool looking rulebook. Lots of nice event cards and things like that to go with. So yeah, it looks to be a really awesome looking game, and I think I will enjoy it. So, I don't know. Have you all played this before? If you have, drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think about the game. If you got any tips for any new players, drop them in as well. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Be on the lookout for more awesome unboxings and action figure reviews and whatnot coming down the pipeline. If you've got anything specific you'd like us to review for y'all, drop that in the comment section as well. And until next time, game on!